we could talk more about that later, but I wanted to start off with, numero uno, the way that we do whenever there's news about this individual, and that's Christian Pulisic, linked to Arsenal, Liverpool, and Tottenham.
Why did you bring up Atletico Madrid?
They have interest in acquiring Weston McKennie.
Oh, interesting. Oh, that's for free.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's for a free. Yeah, that's okay. I was like,
Yeah.
because you brought up Andy Dalton the other day, and I was just like, wait, Andy Dalton? Okay, just making sure.
No, I saw that earlier. So I was just saying, if we wanted to circle back and talk about that a little bit. But your initial takeaways from the teams that are bidding for Christian Pulisic, and I mean, when you look at this, and I think him returning to the Premier League is just simply a matter of time. I don't think there's any doubt that he wants to go back, but where do you think maybe might be the best landing spot for him?
Stay where he's at. It's the best landing spot for him. And it's simply,
really?
What has he said in terms of contract extensions? He wants to stay at AC Milan if there's Champions League football. And if I'm looking at the standings, AC Milan, I mean, Arsenal technically probably has the best spot of making the Champions League out of all of these teams that has been mentioned. But the teams mentioned, Tottenham, Liverpool, Arsenal, AC Milan is in a title race at the moment. Arsenal's in a title race at the moment. Liverpool's on the outside looking in terms of the top four. But I think this year with how the cups will and who wins the cups, I think the top five could technically get in. 5 teams could get into the Champions League from Europe. But Tottenham, they just fired Thomas Frank today. Absolutely love it. The team sucks. Club sucks. Club's rotten. So I wouldn't even go there regardless of Pulisic. They're down in like 15th, 16th, something like that. But if I'm looking at Liverpool and Arsenal as the two real options, if he makes a move to Arsenal, Arsenal's got to sell a couple of people for a couple of players, to be honest with you. Maybe a Martinelli, maybe a Gabriel Jesus, maybe Trossard, but Trossard's been very good this year. Saka's not moving anytime soon. Madueke's not moving anytime soon. Eze's not moving. Wanyeri would come back out on loan, obviously. So like I wouldn't move to Arsenal if I'm Pulisic because of all the stuff that's going on. Or all the players that are there, I should say. And then if I look at Liverpool, Salah's aging, but he's still Mo Salah, still impacts the game of some aspect, and they wouldn't drop him. Isak, they spent a ton of money on, so they're gonna have to play him when he comes back from injury. Cody Gakpo's fine. I'd honestly take Gakpo over Pulisic. Who else is there? Ekitike, no, they wouldn't drop him. Chiesa's in there. But no, like there's a logjam at all these spots, and if you're Pulisic, yeah, I get it. Champions League is the number one option. But if you get Champions League at AC Milan, you stay there. You're the best player on that team, arguably one of the best players in Serie A. And don't give me this crap about Serie A and your grandma could play for 90 minutes in Serie A. Don't be giving me that in the TikTok comments. No, don't be giving that. It's a top league, and Pulisic is playing really well at a high level over there in Italy. Do not move if you're Pulisic. Everyone is always talking about, what's the next best thing? In sports or life in general or music, whatever it is. Everyone's like, what's the next best thing? What's the next best thing? Well, the best thing for you, Pulisic, if you get Champions League football next year, is to stay at AC Milan and continue your path over there because you're killing it.
Yeah, the grass is always greener, right? Like there's always something bigger, there's always something better on the other end. These are universal life truths, and it's something that I think we all sort of get caught up in, even myself, right? I'm always looking for what the next big gig is, what's the next big opportunity, big organization that I can be a part of. But the grass is, yes, it might be greener on the other side, but it's also green where you water it, right? It's green where if you develop where your feet are, if you stay where your feet are, if you stay grounded. And I think Christian Pulisic has set all of these lofty goals out for what he wants to do at AC Milan and where he wants to see that club go. And right now they are progressing towards those goals. They are making those goals happen with the way that they're playing. And he is the one leading the charge on that team and in that way. And so you have an organization that loves and adores you. You have a country that has recognized you as one of the best players in their country in a competitive league. And all of these things, all these bucket list items that you have set out for yourself, you've gone out and you've achieved a lot of them. You're not done with your goals quite yet. You're still pursuing them, but everything is going right now for Christian Pulisic. And so, do you want to be in a place where you are the man, or do you want to be in a place where you are just a man or another man on that roster or on that list? Because you might see your playing time go down. You might be on the bench a little bit more. You might not be in the exact position that you want to be. And so, there's a reason why he left in the first place. And so why would you go back right now? It seems like the wrong time to go back. I think the right time would go back would be if AC Milan was struggling, or if there was some other dispute that was long lasting that was putting Christian Pulisic in a bad spot to where he's like, I have to make a move now. But as much as I like to think, you could potentially join a side that could go out and win a championship. Right now, if you were to go back to any of those squads, minus Tottenham, obviously the Spurs have been in complete disarray, and we're going to talk more about that coming up here in hour number 1. 8-match losing streak, their longest since I think it was 2008 that they've lost that many straight games. So no, I would not even think about a move to Tottenham. Yeah,
you just
tough.
hate to see it.
Yeah, but outside of that, I mean, you could join a potential championship side in either Arsenal or Liverpool. But the truth is that, again, do you want to be the guy, or do you want to be just another one of the guys? Because at AC Milan right now, he's the guy. Regardless of what you think of the league or where it ranks or whatever, if you're getting into the Champions League, well, then you're one step away. So that's, I would tend to agree with the angle in which you're coming from on this.